What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
What's going on, y'all? We back again on this lovely Wednesday.
Absolutely. How you guys been, man? It's been an amazing week thus far. Man, we got to figure out something, man, on how we can keep this thing going, because it's been going week after week after week. People have been hitting me up. They've been hitting Dante up. They've been saying how much they appreciate what we're doing. I just want to take a time to first say thank you for this opportunity. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be able to just give to you all what's on our heart, give to you all our ideas and what we're doing. So thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it over here at YBNormal. So we just want to get straight into it today. So I want to ask you, who taught you? Yep. Who taught you?
Where you get it from?
Who showed you how to do it?
Where the idea come from?
Did you steal it?
Did somebody bless it to you?
Or did you just come up with the idea and run with it yourself?
Or do you feel like you need a mentor?
Yep, that's right. Today we're going to talk about mentors. So like I said, who taught you? Let's just go ahead and get straight into it, man. Having a mentor can actually put you ahead of the game. Far more important than your counterparts than just going through the motions and learning and researching and trying to do things yourself. Having a mentor can actually catapult you to another level than having, like I said, your counterparts and things of that nature.
Having a mentor simply can give you a voice that you never knew you had. It can give you criticism that you never knew you could take, right? Because if somebody on the outside gives you a bad rep, or you come up with an idea, say, hey, I want to do this business, and you ask a random person or you ask a friend, they might say, man, that's stupid, right? But if you have a mentor might say, hey, that's a bad idea, but if you change this is how that will look. So that mentor is that shoulder that you need to lean on. Also, but it can be that tough love. Also, it can be that vision of those stairs you need to take your life to a certain level.
Absolutely. So a couple things that we're going to suggest when it comes to finding a mentor is, one, try to find someone that is similar to you in the arena that you're in. Of course, you don't want anybody that is directly or specifically like you verbatim, but you want to find somebody that's in the arena that you're in, and you want to be able to take some of the things that they're great at and try to implement it into your everyday life and what you're doing. So of course, try to find someone that not looks like you, but they are in the arena that you're in and the level that you want to get to.
Or simply find someone that intrigues you. So let's say I always go to this store, and this particular man or older individual always comes with his truck, and he always has raw materials, wood, paint, a ladder, and you're good with your hands. You work on cars. So if you've seen that guy come to the store daily with those raw materials, eventually you ask, hey, what do you do? And that's how sometimes a mentor can kick off, because you see somebody and all you see is them leaving and going, and you're trying to figure out what exactly they're doing. But they're doing something productive because they have a nice home. Every time you see them, they're working. So that means they have some kind of avenue, some kind of stability going on to where they're consistently at the same place, right? So that's what that mentor needs to look like. If you're a painter, you would look for somebody who already sells art, or you look for somebody who just posts random visuals. Because we live in a world now where social media is king. So if you see somebody that's an amazing artist and they have 100,000 followers and you only have 1,000, well, look and see how they post their content. You both are artists, but see how they are perceived. You might go outside the box and find somebody who's a tattoo artist, but you're a painter, and see how they look at that and see how they got their own shop, to where maybe you can possibly not have the same image, or the same shop, but instead you have your own shop with paintings.
Absolutely. Another thing is, just to piggyback off what Dante says, is that you make sure that you evaluate the fruit that they bear. You want to make sure that the fruit that they're bearing, that they're putting out, the content that they're putting out, you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you evaluate that, because you may think that someone is a great mentor for you or a great fit, but in reality they're really not. So a lot of times who we see and what we think as far as a person and their public persona is not who they are behind closed doors. So don't get it twisted when you go to somebody and who they are in public isn't who they are behind closed doors. So you want to make sure that you evaluate their fruit. Of course, like I said, the first one is that you definitely want to make sure that you find someone who is like you, and then two, you want to evaluate their fruit, because it's always important to see what it is, the seeds that they're sowing, the things that they're putting out into the world, into the universe, into the community, and things of that nature. You want to make sure that it's positive, because of course, you can pick up negative habits from people if you hang around them long enough. And so we don't want you having a negative mentor and then you're having a negative impact in your life or in your community or in your world or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. So I think the biggest thing with looking for a mentor is simply being able to identify that you need a mentor first. That's the first thing. So, because everybody has someone that they see or might see them with a nice car, might see them as a family man. I can remember personally for me, when I was getting ready for high school, and I was looking to figure out where I was going to play basketball, and nothing was fit for me. But I went to a festival called Riverbend in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I seen some of the coaches, and they were just mingling with kids at a Riverbend, which threw me off, because it's just like, it's a festival, you have alcohol, and here these two males are, Clay Martin and Omar Smith, and they were literally mingling with kids. You just don't see that, especially at 9 o'clock at night. Music's playing, people have funnel cakes or whatever, and that struck out to me, and so Clay Martin ended up becoming my godfather and basically my mentor. As a result, he's the reason I went to arts and sciences. He's the reason I had the work ethic. He's the reason that I pour back into individuals now, because he poured into me. And I just thought that was so cool that no matter where he's at, no matter the environment, he's willing to go that extra mile for somebody. And that's typically what, mentors you look for. So you have to identify what a mentor is to you. And it's a lot of bad images, but also at the same time, the simplest form of a mentor is simply sometimes just a good deed or somebody who really cares and wants to pick your brain.
Absolutely. And so the last one, guys, before we get out of here, the third and final one, yes, number 3 is that don't check out when you get challenged by your mentor. A lot of times what happens is that when individuals feel like they doing their thing, or they feel that, hey, they the man in their arena or whatever the case may be, or they feel like they the man in life, then when adversity hits or when they get challenged with something by their mentor, then they want to check out. A reason why I'm telling you this is because I've been guilty of that before. And when I was younger, of course, I would check out when somebody would say, hey, Logan, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I would check out because that's not my comfort zone. I would check out because of the simple fact that I would feel like, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm in the arena. This is my life, so on and so on. And so things of that nature is that don't check out when your mentor challenges you, because that's where the great things really happen and where you're actually going to grow. So again, those 3 things are: 1, find someone that looks like you; 2, evaluate their fruit; and 3, do not check out when you get challenged by your mentor. Again, guys, thank you for this opportunity. It's your boy Logan here with YB.Normal.
It's Dante, man.
Hey, YB.Normal.
When you can be extraordinary.
We out.
Peace.